Eventually, it will move it out. Now, what sits underneath used to be a road. I can tell you that we spoke to a driver earlier this morning. He said he was going southeast on this road. When he looked to his side, he saw all of this mud coming right at him. So much mud that it picked up his car and turned it about 90 degrees.
I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you, man. It was all black.
This man was simply too emotional to speak with us after his Honda was stuck on Gilman Spring Road in San Jacinto early this morning when heavy rain caused the hillside to come down.
There was a river running here last night when I was here, about, 3, 4 in the morning.
A handful of cars were trapped. Officer Adrian Horta had to use his patrol vehicle to rescue a pair of stranded people as a mudslide rushed around them.
I was able to drive the 100 yards, pull up next to her vehicle. She crawled out of the window into my patrol car, and so did her adult male friend got out of the vehicle also. And then I was able to drive them back to safety before the fire department got there.
A large amount of mud slammed into Golden Era Production. This is a studio lot that produces film and music projects for the Church of Scientology. When you look around me, you can see just how much mud came down this flood channel. So much mud that the flood channel couldn't take it, and so all that mud came pushing all the way up this road. The set of 13 homes belongs to the church. They were slated for demolition, so no one was hurt when the hills came down. But Eric McGinley feared for his life when he drove his SUV into moving mud. The stains on his pants tell a part of the story.
I didn't even realize that it was mud that deep. I couldn't see. I just thought it was a little bit of mud on top of the road. It felt hard until I got out to the center, and then it just kind of stopped and started to slide to the side a little. And then I realized that's when I was in trouble.
So that man had to wade through mud that was about waist deep to get to safety. To give you some perspective, we're going to widen the shot out here so you can see just how much mud and debris is out here. The county of Riverside says it's going to take about 4 days to clear all of this out and to hopefully reopen the road. For now, we are live in San Jacinto. Jeff Nguyen, CBS 2 News.
Thank you, Jeff. Now, there was more flooding this morning in Hemet. You can see all the water on the roads trapped drivers in their cars. An apartment building driveway was simply overwhelmed. Some homes were flooded too. One man says early this morning they could hear what sounded like a raging river, and then his girlfriend noticed the first floor was flooded. He had quite the mess to tackle this morning. And he wasn't the only one who spent the day cleaning up. The situation was especially dire on Florida Avenue in Dartmouth. CBS 2's Erica Nochlin is live where people are still assessing the damage. Erica.
Main street through town, and it was covered in water. Fire officials say that was one of the main problems today. People couldn't get through town, and when they tried, it caused several water rescues. And it's not just the streets that people are trying to clean up now, it's also their homes and businesses.
We had water come through our fireplace on the bottom.
Walk through Andrea Contreras' home and you'll see the water damage all over. The water came into the hallways.
No, it was like up to here.
And both bedrooms.
There was like 2 inches of water in here. Went in there and in my laundry room, it was just flooded everywhere. Everywhere.
She's already ripped the carpet out, but she knows there is still so much more to do.
Our neighbor was kind enough to help.
Her 2 teenage sons stayed home from school to begin to clean.
This is the carpet we had to take apart because we were afraid it was going to mold.
The carpet, his computer, it's all ruined. He was even scared the goats outside were going to float away or drown.
The water was up to my knees.
The nearby Valley Medical Center closed its doors when employees walked in to find water everywhere.
I said we have a little bit of mayhem in the office. Everything's soaking wet and covered in mud, and we need to come up with a game plan.
And with no flood insurance, these business and homeowners are feeling overwhelmed.
I worry about the mildew and everything else, so I don't know. I just really don't have any words.
Now, a small part of the high school here in Hemet was damaged from all the flooding and mud, but no classes were canceled. People really now are just trying to clean up and move on, and they're hoping that any more rain this week doesn't cause any more problems. Live in Hemet, Erica Nochlin, CBS 2 News.
Erica, thanks. Developing news tonight in Malibu. A 9-mile stretch of PCH is being reopened. The road from Las Posas to Yerba Buena had been closed since Sunday. On Sunday, the first round of rain brought down rocks and mud. Crews set up K-rails and spent the past couple of days cleaning up. Tonight, PCH northbound is completely open and barriers are being lifted right now in southbound lanes.
Well, after the record rainfall, we're starting to dry out this evening.
And CBS 2's Jackie Johnson is live outside the broadcast center with our first forecast. Jackie.
Thank you so much, Paul and Pat. And it is a beautiful night, thank goodness, because we are kicking off once again our Chips for Kids toy drive. And so many generous people have come out. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But first off, let's talk a little bit about the weather, because after record rainfall the last few days, we are finally drying out and temperatures are slowly starting to warm up. Quick look at temperatures right now. 66 in Van Nuys, 68 in Santa Ana. You can see we've got mostly clear skies, but take a look to our north, a little bit of wet weather. We actually have another chance of rain in the forecast. That's right, another chance of rain. I'll tell you when, but for the rest of the night tonight, just partly cloudy skies, a great night to come down. Definitely put a jacket on eventually. It's going to be cool out here. Overnight lows will be into the 50s. Winds are nice and light, but again, just so glad that the rain is done and we've got clear skies for the Chips for Kids toy drive. Look who I have here. We're going to talk to him in a little bit. Say hi, Santa.
Hello, everybody. How's everything? And please help us with Chips for Kids.
That's right. Anything that anyone can bring, small or large, we need new unwrapped toys for kids in needs. And the good thing is it goes to kids in the community. So that's what's so special about this program. It's been going on for 26 years. I've been doing this for 11 years. I feel pretty lucky. And just take a look at all the toys that people have brought from the community out here. We've just been so lucky. We're going to be out here till 11 o'clock tonight. Many other locations. Go to our website, cbsla.com. To get all the information. So we'll talk more about this. We've got a lot of special guests. No one more special than this guy right here, but a lot of special guests to talk to. And of course, we'll talk about our next chance of rain and your weekend forecasts coming up in just a bit. Pat, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Jackie. And as Jackie mentioned, there are Chips for Kids drop-off locations across Southern California. And tonight, our CBS 2 team is out helping kick off this important toy drive as well. Let's go to Cypress, where CBS 2 Orange County reporter Michelle Gili is live at a Red Robin. Hey, Michelle.
Pat, I have been working hard all day to pack the bus with toys. Check this out. I am aboard a Cypress School District bus. The district kind enough to drop this thing off because at 10:30 tonight, the bus is headed to the California Highway Patrol office in Westminster, where they are going to start unloading these toys so they can start distributing them to needy kids throughout the county. I'm at the Red Robin in Cypress. Catella and Walker will be here throughout the night, and I've been pleading all day with my friends in Orange County, our viewers, to come on down and donate a toy. I've got Chipper here. I've got two friends who bought toys. Of course, we have Santa, and we have the Red Robin. The Red Robin restaurant has stepped up in a big way to help us. We've got some yummy treats here at 5 o'clock. We know that people who eat here tonight and tomorrow will indeed be helping out Chips for Kids. Tell me why.
Yeah, so what we're doing is all food that is sold through today and tomorrow, we will give back 10% donation up to $10,000 back to the Chips for Kids donation.
Beautiful. We've got onion rings, we've got other chicken wings and a wedge salad. Walgreens has a store here, so don't worry about shopping. Come on down and purchase a $10 toy here so I can pack my bus. I'll be here for the next few hours. Ladies and gentlemen in Orange County, I encourage you to come help us out because all the toys stay right here in Orange County for the kids that need us. And thank you, darling. I know you just purchased that toy. Tom Waite is also doing the same thing. And Tom, I've sent out a challenge to you all day long to see if you can fill your bin more than I have filled my bus. How's it going out there?
We are filling our bins out here, Michelle. We are doing an awesome job. Things are going very strong out here at 2780 Reservoir. Take a look. We got our awesome troopers here from the CHP, our officers, helping us out, making sure this program works. They're always out here this time of year making sure that these kids get some big smiles for the holidays and lots of toys here as well. All right, I'm going to sneak around here, and we're going to grab Brian Alvarez from the CHP. Chips for Kids, such a big program. You guys make this happen every year. Tell us what it's like to kind of make this happen for the kids.
Well, it's an awesome feeling. We partner up with Mattel, and they help us collect toys for our Chips for Kids toy drive, and it's a great feeling to give back to the community and give to underprivileged children.
Yeah, and I was just watching you guys with the kids. It's so cute. They come in here and they get to like hang out and play with your badges and just kind of have a chance to kind of look up to some of their idols. They seem to really like that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. We give them coloring books and stickers and high fives, and they really enjoy it, and it's nice to be able to reach out to our community like that.
Okay, so 2780 Reservoir. Get out here, make a donation here at the Mattel store. You also get a 40% discount for a toy here at the outlet store, so a great deal for everybody. Reporting live here in Pomona, I'm Tom Waite, CBS 2 News. Let's go back to the studio.
All right, thank you, Tom and Michelle. And here's a look at some of the drop-off locations. They're set up in Studio City, the City of Industry, Pomona, Cypress, Canoga Park, Thousand Oaks, and Redondo Beach. For a complete list, just go to cbsla.com.
For the first time, LAPD Chief Charlie Beck is speaking out about a controversial use of force case. A pursuit suspect was shot and killed by police. As CBS 2's Dave Lopez reports, the chief now says officers should not have fired their weapons.
Brian Beard was unarmed when he was shot and killed by LAPD officers shortly after this high-speed pursuit nearly a year ago in downtown Los Angeles. The three officers said they fired because they feared their lives were in danger. But Chief Charlie Beck doesn't agree.
I didn't find them not truthful. I found that I did not believe that they faced a credible threat.
The city has already paid the Beard family $5 million in this wrongful death case, a settlement that Chief Beck agrees with.
There are things that can never be repaired. You know, one of the reasons that the city, at my urging, settled this one so early was to try to make it as right as we could.
In this 22-page report written by the chief and sent to the police commission, some of the names redacted, the chief makes it very clear that there were a number of mistakes made by the officers. His language is very blunt, and he was blunt today.
They are officers that did not perform to their training. That pursuit was found to be outside of the standards of the Los Angeles Police Department, and there will be appropriate action taken to those involved. We had some issues with supervision at the scene. We had a number of issues in this incident.
The chief was asked, what about the district attorney? Can there be criminal charges filed?
Well, we work with the DA on every officer-involved shooting, and we work hand in glove with them from the minute an officer-involved shooting occurs. And you know, we provide them with all they need to make a reasonable decision.
The DA would only say this case remains under investigation. This was a high-speed pursuit that was televised, live. Beard actually called his father during the pursuit, his father urging him to pull over and give up, but Beard did not.
I have great sympathy for how difficult these decisions are, but I cannot let that sympathy influence my decisions.
The chief can either fire the three officers, suspend them, or retrain them. In the meantime, as they wait his decision, they remain on paid leave, going on 1 year now. From downtown Los Angeles, Dave Lopez, CBS 2 News.
Well, thousands of space fans go home disappointed. Coming up, finding out why a historic test flight was put on hold.
Plus, racial tensions are running high. Another day of protests after a white cop is cleared and a black man's death.
Then priceless memories of Paul Walker stolen, and the late actor's friend says the thieves may not even realize what they have.
And a warning tonight about the flu ahead in Health Watch, why this year's vaccine may be ineffective.
Thinking of buying new furniture? Wait, the furniture you own is probably built better than most furniture you can buy today. At Riviera Reupholstery, we provide facelifts for all your old furniture. And with 10,000 quality fabrics to choose from, you're guaranteed to find the color and pattern you're looking for. If it's comfortable and it fits, it's worth saving. So live on the Riviera. Reupholstered furniture, that is. Call 1-800-55-COVER.
Where am I? Is the cable guy here yet?
You were waiting and slipped into a cable coma. Next time, go with AT&T UVerse. They're #1 in overall customer satisfaction.
We'll switch tomorrow.
But we're both busy, powerful attorneys.
I'll sign us up with their easy-to-use website.
Plus, they'll call before arriving to install it.
You always get everything. My jealous twin sister.
Don't deal with cable drama. Switch to UVerse TV. The UVerse revolves around you.
The perfect gifts. The Jewelry Exchange has 6-carat diamond and topaz pendants for $79, 1-carat studs $5.99, 1-carat halo rings $9.90, and 1.5-carat 3-stone rings just $19.90. Buy factory direct and save. The Jewelry Exchange in Tustin.
Dad, I know I haven't said this often enough, but thank you.
Thank you, Mom, for protecting my future.
Thank you for being my hero and my dad.
Military families are uniquely thankful for many things. The legacy of USAA Auto Insurance could be one of them. If you're a current or former military member or their family, get an auto insurance quote and see why 92% of our members plan to stay for life.
We're Cash Call, the innovative mortgage company that's designed to save. Refinance with us for a lower monthly payment. Pull thousands out of your home or maybe even both. And our fee to close your loan is just $995. So make the Cash Call at 866-590-CASH.
Tonight at 11, test drive a new career with no strings attached. The unique hiring method Southland employers are using.
Hopefully this will be my career going forward.
Job tryouts. Tonight at 11 on CBS 2 News. Tomorrow on CBS 2 News This Morning, don't let a tight budget turn you into a Scrooge. We'll show you great gifts you can buy, make, or give to everyone on your shopping list. Plus, Disneyland at Christmas time. Get a live look inside the merriest place on earth. We've got you covered tomorrow morning.
Tonight, there's word the NYPD has reportedly launched an internal investigation into the death of Eric Garner. The news comes as emotions continue to run high about police shootings across the country. CBS 2's Marley Hall reports Garner's wife and mother spoke today about wanting the officer held accountable.
This morning, a small Christmas tree was added to the Eric Garner Memorial at the site where police officer Daniel Pantaleo put him in an apparent chokehold.
We need justice for this. Somebody needs to pay.
Garner's wife and mother appeared on CBS This Morning, saying they're devastated a grand jury decided not to charge Pantaleo. The incident was recorded on cell phone video. Garner can be heard saying he couldn't breathe.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Garner's last words were a rallying cry at protests across the country yesterday. Reverend Al Sharpton joined other civil rights leaders at a summit on policing here in Harlem today. They're planning a national march December 13th in Washington, D.C.
We hope this march begins a series of efforts that will lead to how we redo the grand jury review of policing in this country.
The union that represents New York City police officers says Pantaleo did everything by the book when he brought down Garner.
We're talking about a police officer that lives in the city, does what he was trained to do, literally an Eagle Scout. He's the model of what we want a police officer to be.
Officer Pantaleo released a statement expressing remorse for Garner's death and that he did not mean to hurt him. Marley Hall, CBS 2 News.
A disappointment today for NASA. It scrubbed the launch of the Orion rocket just minutes before the scheduled takeoff. NASA's newest spaceship was scheduled to blast off this morning on its first test flight. But a glitch with the valves in the booster engines forced NASA to postpone the launch until tomorrow. Orion is NASA's first aircraft designed to take humans to Mars. This first test flight won't have anyone on board. NASA officials are confident they'll overcome the valve trouble.
The team was absolutely on their game, listening to everything the rocket was telling us, and it ultimately told us it wasn't ready to go today. And so we'll go make sure we've got a happy rocket, and as soon as we do that, we're going to get back to the pad and send Orion off to a very, very successful test flight.
Once it's in orbit, the team will test the electronics, the heat shield, and the parachutes to make sure the capsule is safe for humans. Employees at JPL in Pasadena helped develop part of the rocket. It'll be cool to see that thing.
No question.
Yeah.
Well, you know, keeping in the spirit, it was nice that the skies dried up today just in time for the Chips for Kids toy drive.
Yeah, launching the thing. Jackie's out in front of the broadcast center right now. Jackie.
Thank you so much, Paul and Pat. This is so much fun. So many people have come out to donate toys. And the best part is seeing the cute kids that come out to donate. And I found one of the cutest ones so far. What's your name?
Marie.
How old are you?
7.
You're 7. So did you bring toys out here today?
Yes.
And what did you bring?
I brought a car, a little car that has a remote, and I brought a little stuffed animal monkey, and its name is Ruby.
Ruby. Well, I'm sure some kid is going to be so happy to get those toys for the holiday. So that's so nice of you. And what are you asking for Christmas this year?
A Frisbee.
That's so cute. Well, I'm sure Santa behind me, I think we can work out a deal. You can get a Frisbee. Look at your cute little coat that you've got on. It's a beautiful night to come out here, so no excuses to not donate. We've got Marie. She is out, probably going to be out past your bedtime, helping to donate. Let's take a look at weather conditions outside right now. It has just been beautiful after that record amount of rain. We've had temperatures today actually running above average, dealing with some sunny skies. Temperatures should normally be into the upper 60s, but again, we are into the low 70s. Temperatures into the 60s right now, so again, very comfortable to be outside. We do have nice light winds. That's going to continue, and we have nice clear skies as well. So the clouds have cleared up. We'll see partly cloudy skies tomorrow. We are talking about a slight chance for some showers tomorrow night into Saturday morning. Will not be heavy at all, will not ruin your weekend plans. Let's go to the 7-day, and you can see for your Friday, partly cloudy and mild, upper 60s, low 70s, slight chance of showers Friday night into Saturday morning. And then we are looking at sunny skies and a nice warm up into next week. I've got Officer Jimenez here. Thank you guys so much with the CHP. You guys do an amazing job all year round, of course, protecting us, but then this toy drive is just unreal.
Absolutely. We appreciate the support that we're getting from everybody dropping off toys at this Studio City. It's been wonderful being out here today.
And how many toys did you guys get last year?
I'm not exactly sure how many toys we got last year, but what we want to do is we want to get more toys than last year so that we can make more kids happy this year.
And then the best thing about it is it goes to kids here in Southern California.
Absolutely. All of these toys stay here locally, so that way the kids in our communities, they're the ones that are going to be benefiting from this toy drive.
Oh, that's so nice. So thank you guys for being out here. We're going to be out here till 9 o'clock tonight, so come join us. And I'll have more on the weather coming up in just a little bit. Paul, Pat, back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Jackie. Still ahead, Coca-Cola asks customers to drink what she's wearing.
But now that's being called sexist. Find out how the company is responding to the backlash.
I'm just gonna keep on waiting underneath the mistletoe.
Plus, we're pretty sure this leaked video is not what Mariah Carey wanted for Christmas. We'll have the story behind this controversial performance, plus what the diva herself has to say.
And badges for bandages. See how the LAPD is raising awareness for childhood cancer.
Weather on CBS 2 is sponsored by Jerome's Furniture. With Jerry's price, there's no gimmicks or phony sales, just pure value every day.
Similar to Jerome's 3 generations of furniture, I'm also second-generation furniture. My parents owned some stores in my hometown, and so I grew up in the industry. Everybody told me if you're going to work in the furniture industry, you have to work for Jerome's. I started as a sales associate, and I worked my way up to a sales supervisor, an assistant manager, and eventually a store manager.
And now, Jerome's Furniture is hiring sales associates for our upcoming Laguna location, coming soon. Apply online at jeromes.com or come and visit us. We'd love to welcome you to the Jerome's family.
Everything you want to enjoy and to prepare for the win. Morongo, good times.
Support the Special Olympics World Games at LA2015.org. Aerial coverage from Sky 2 is brought to you by Stater Brothers, your hometown supermarket. Brands you know from folks you know. Stater Brothers, serving Southern California families since 1936. Support your home team. Stater Brothers, where you always get more for less.
If you live in Southern California and you're eligible for Medicare, Anthem Blue Cross can help you get a great plan at a great rate. Our new Medicare Advantage plans pay for many of the costs original Medicare doesn't. So you can focus on other important decisions. Anthem plans help protect you from high medical costs. And we've built stronger partnerships with trusted local doctors and hospitals to bring you special benefits like dental and vision, prescription drug coverage, plus free memberships at participating gyms. Now's the time to switch. If you live in one of these counties, you can get a plan with $0 premiums. And new this year, co-pays as low as $0 for doctor and specialist visits, even hospital stays. The Medicare enrollment deadline for Southern California is December 7th. So call Anthem today at 1-844-331-7997 to learn more or to schedule an in-person meeting.
Aerial coverage from Sky 2 is brought to you by Stater Brothers, where you always get more for less.
The LAPD is doing something special to help children who are fighting cancer.
CBS 2's Dave Lopez shows us how a program called Badges for Bandages is giving them a reason to smile.
2 years ago, my 5-year-old son, Zach, was diagnosed with a very aggressive form of bone cancer. He unfortunately lost his fight after just 5 months.
This is my daughter, Parker. Parker was 2.5 years old when she was diagnosed with a pediatric brain tumor.
2 LAPD officers with personal, heartbreaking stories. Billy Brockaway still has his daughter. Andrew Cho has his son in his memories and in his heart.
He was so brave in his fight with cancer. But one of the only things he ever complained about was having to get injections after his chemo treatments.
And then having to have those injections covered up with plain brown bandages. Thus, the LAPD Badges for Bandages program.
One day on my many trips to the pharmacy, I thought, why not give him a choice and give him something other than those boring brown bandages. I gave him the choice of choosing one of them, and I realized there was a change in his attitude in regards to getting the shots.
A simple thing perhaps, but in the eyes of a child suffering from a horrible disease, makes all the difference in the world.
She looked forward to one thing, and that was a choice. And that choice of picking a fun Band-Aid. And it meant so much to her, a number of things.
So on display today at police headquarters, there they were. Boxes and boxes of colorful Band-Aids. Band-Aids that could cheer up a young child.
And so now you all wonder, how can you be involved? Pick up some character bandages for young people, drop them off at your local police station.
And they'll take care of the rest. You'll be surprised the kind of smiles they'll generate. From downtown Los Angeles, Dave Lopez, CBS 2 News.
Great cause. Well, coming up, a happy honor today on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Plus, memories of the late Paul Walker are stolen from his longtime friend and manager tonight. He speaks out about the crime and shows us video of the thieves in action.
Then Bill Cosby fires back with accusations of his own, what he claims an alleged victim tried to do years before she came forward.
And we're kicking off our annual Chips for Kids toy drive. Jackie will be back, and she'll be joined by the stars from The Bold and the Beautiful.
But first, as we head to break, tonight's jobs report.
Gone are the days when finding a job meant pounding the pavement. Today, job seekers pound their keyboards, surfing websites and apps designed to pinpoint the perfect gig. Indeed, Career Builder and Monster.com allow you to focus your geographic search to find your dream job in the Los Angeles area. Aside from providing a database of job listings, many of them also host your resume, making it visible to employers. Career experts say companies are now increasingly using their own workers to find new hires. Referred candidates are twice as likely to land an interview, have a 40% better chance of being hired, and are 15% less likely to quit than other applicants. That's according to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. That means that your online job search has to start with identifying major employers in the Los Angeles area, like HealthNet or Amgen. One thing is clear, the digital age has not yet replaced the human touch. I'm Jill Schlesinger for CBS 2 News.
The Los Angeles Job Market Report is sponsored by University of Phoenix. Let's get to work.
Hi. I'm here to drop off my resume.
Password?
I'm sorry, I'm just here to...
What's the password?
Synergy? Datafication? Gamification?
University of Phoenix has had alumni at every Fortune 100 company, so we can help open the door to your future. Go to phoenix.edu to get started today.
University of Phoenix invites you to visit letsgettoworklOsAngeles.com.
Dear Scan,
I've been a SCAN member for almost 2 years and have been very satisfied with the plan.
I recently called into SCAN regarding a claims problem.
It is nice to know that one phone call to you and you take care of it right away.
I could not have done it without your help.
I'll never be able to thank them enough.
Thank you so much. Sincerely, Donna Marco.
I don't know a better way to say it than the heart of SCAN.
SCAN, for your health and independence.
Tonight, engineers are just as smart as physicists.
You take that back.
Get ready for a breathtaking battle on The Big Bang Theory.
You shot your spit in my mouth.
Then, when these down on their luck moms hit the jackpot,
Is there any way you'd consider house sitting for me?
Yes. Life gets a whole lot better.
I just gotta say something, get it off my chest.
What?
I really want to rob this place.